up to method of cooking. So first one, what method are you using? What the method they use for scrambled egg?
Egg, cream, and fry.
Huh?
Butter.
Shallow frying.
Shallow fry.
Yeah. And then second one, you have to make sauce, hollandaise sauce. So what method of making hollandaise sauce? Bain Marie, because you need to have double boiler. Yeah. And part of if you're making a poached egg, what you need to have poaching. So add more here. See that? This, take that one. All you need. You have 5, you have 6, you have 7, you have 2. Doesn't matter. As long as that is involved with that. If we see on your specific mission class that you have only 2 things that involve with the cooking method, you should write it down here. The rest, okay, pastry. What method are you going to use for pastry?
Baking.
Baking. So that is the method. Baking. What ingredient? Item.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Cake.
Pastry.
Flour.
Yeah. Danish pastry or croissant or bread, doesn't matter. It's just requirement, just golden brown. Yeah, I'm not gonna get burned there. Alright, understand about this part?
Yeah.
Yeah? So when you understand this part now, we come back up. Identify nice skill. What do you understand about nice skill? Give me the name. You don't need to expand anything. Because when chefs see that, we know that you have skill for it. Brunwa,
Jardinier, Julian.
Chifna,
Julian.
Julian, all those type is the name of the skill. Fillet the fish, debone the poultry, that is a skill. Because you need to practice. You don't need to say, I start with the back of the bone. You don't like that. Don't detail them, okay? So that is done about the nice skill. Method done, nice skill done. And the colleague and supervisor, what you are raising with these 2 people and about what? I'm talking with the chef mate. He's making a steak, I'm making a pasta. So we coordinate with the chef making a steak. Or you can ask him to help you to look after something. Ask kitchen hand, doesn't matter who. As long as this one that is communicate with somebody. But it must be involved with the thing that you're making. Yeah? Not just say, hey, tomorrow we go for lunch, huh? Go for dinner, we go have a drink. Think only that is about that task. Because that is number 1. Start with that. Supervisor is always testing, checking. Yeah? Helping that explaining thing, that is the supervisor job doing. They're not gonna come and help you to do the work. So understand this one? Yeah? Now, detailed end of service procedure. What is it? We need to top up our ingredient on our section. If you are section on breakfast, we top up all those ingredients to produce those things. And then we locate the ingredient, we checking the stock. Because why do we need to provide here? When you are using this day 1, part of your coordinated cooking operation, that logbook, it needs to be related with this logbook. So that's why I'm explaining you this logbook first. Logbook of work effectively as a cook is the key thing that is split to any other thing. So like this. So you have 2 logbook, yeah? Logbook of work effectively and logbook of coordinate. This one is for that. And now this is creating workflow, pep list, mise en place, food order, recipe card. See that? And all here relate to this thing only. You can't just come up individually. If you come up individually, it's fine. But you need to start after you complete the logbook of work effectively. So that means you have 96 part 24. Understanding what I mean?
That's why you want me to one by one.
Yes. So, alright, now get back to this. Day 1, day 5, day 7, it can be from here. I can choose that. Understanding?
Okay.
So I can shoot day one from logbook or work effectively to be a logbook of coordinate. So that means this logbook day one is aligned with this logbook day one. Logbook day two is aligned with logbook day 5. Logbook day 3 aligned with logbook day 7. So must be come from this thing. Yeah? Now, any question out of this?
So do you mean from the 96 of the logbook, we just pick 24?
Yeah, you pick that to be used for coordinate, but it must be aligned.
So which one is the hard copy, Jeff?
Hard copy.
The 96 it should be in here, isn't it? So we just need to submit?
Only the one that you submit online it have third party. It have people to sign it.
Okay.
The rest of it, you type it and save it. In this one, at the back, they have workflow. See that? Workflow
Workflow,
and recipe card.
recipe card complete.
So if you have recipe cards for this day, that means you're working with the Hollandaise sauce and you are using for what? Scrambled egg is no recipe, I think. So only one thing that you have is Hollandaise sauce. So you tick the box here, tick the box, and the workflow tick the box. So 2 be tick. And now you know that I must provide standard recipe card for making a Hollandaise sauce for breakfast serving. And then I can shoot the coordinate logbook day 1 and day 1 of this because I provide the recipe card here already. And then we're gonna talk about this one, okay? Now thinking about day 1 of work effectively and day 1 of coordinate. Because we are using the recipe for sauce. Right? Now, before that, detail and service. You understanding about this? It must be provided that how you minimize the waste. How are we gonna minimize the waste? Apply 2 hour, 4 hour rules. If that sauce is the sauce, this one you cannot keep anyway. So if the distance you're making still can be keep, if after 4 hours, it must be eat or throw it away. If it's still in 2 hours, you can keep it and then you can reserve it there. Understand about 2 hour, 4 hour rule? So you can provide that food that we are keeping, we are making, is still not longer than 4 hours. So we keep them in the airtight container, we keep them in a vacuum bag, seal, labeling, and store in a cool room. Because everything must be control the temperature. Yeah? So when you are organized and you provide this, they understand that you are capable to become a chef. Because you know about hygiene, cross-contamination, you know 2 hour, 4 hour rules, you know how to prep, you know how to cook, you know how to provide the detail. So that makes sense that when I read it, I know you understand it. Yeah? Understand? Now when you are done this, end of service, cleaning duty, basically every day exactly the same. Yeah? Only that, okay, you are being assigned to a different location. If you have to do cleaning your bench, your fridge under bench, you need to clean with your sign on deep fry thing, you need to do cleaning deep fry, so you add up. If you are do on main 1 week, a whole week, exactly the same. I don't mind that. As long as I see that it's the same department that you are working. But if today you are doing on dessert, now they're totally different. Right? Dessert is not involved with something that is part of the cleaning. Let's sample that you need to do cleaning what? Strict vendor, bar vendor, or any kind of dessert thing that you need to use because it's sugar. But if you do on main, mostly it's the stove, oven, grill, all those stuff. Understanding? Yeah? And then you need to provide about what kind of chemical that you use cleaning. If you do on main, I have to do clean oven, so I need to use the strong chemical, strong toxins. So that's oven cleaner. If I'm only with breakfast, I just use the mild detergent to do clean my bench. That's it. Nothing else that needs to be strong detergent or strong chemical.
So just the kind of chemical, not like the specific name of the chemical.
Yes, right.
Chef,
Understand this one?
Chef, what do we put on the detailed end of service again? Sir?
Normally, when we finish service today, we need to top up our ingredient for our using. When we top up done, we need to locate it. So you go to the cool room, you locate the stock, and then you make a practice. When you locate it, now you start to pick, okay, this is my day for the whole week. I'm not gonna go anywhere else, only breakfast. What ingredient is involved with me when I'm checking my ingredient? First is the pastry, how many boxes that I have, Danish pastry left. Now this thing, food order. One thing, yeah, I'm just circling that we need to have food order for this Danish pastry. What about egg? If I'm running egg, so how many, you understand about power level? Power level. That means how many that I need to store in a cool room. If your breakfast is busy breakfast for your cafe, so you have used a lot of egg. So that the power level should be high. Yes? If I'm not using much egg, power level should be low. So when I check that on, okay, I'm doing breakfast and breakfast is busy, so I should have 5 boxes of egg. Now I'm checking it because I'm rotating stock and checking stock. That is part of your end of service procedure. I see only 3 boxes inside the cooling room. So now I need to order. How many that should I order?
2.
2 to meet the power level, that minimum. So understand this one? So that is part of end of service of procedure. That need to be top up ingredient that used for service. Need to rotate ingredient that is first in, first out. Need to do checking the stock level that it need to be placed in order. Yeah? And something that keep airtight container or vacuum bag. Labeling, don't forget. Alright, now we've done all this. Supervisor sign here. Signature and then submit. Don't leave it without submitting. And don't keep until you have 7 days. Let chef sign at one go. Student is already lost the logbook. And then they're complaining me that misleading. I said, you can't see it. I never say that. Because I know this one, they created it, and they told me that it cannot be kept for 1 month. He said he keep for 1 month. Alright, now we clear about this, yeah? You tell your friends, cannot keep. Every single day doing it. Alright, can we pass in this one? Yeah? Now, this thing done. Now, next one is coordinate cooking operation. This one. Alright. Number instant, number 1. If I use the same day or day 1 or work effectively, I will have to put exactly the same day because it comes from work effectively. So, your ID, your name, your email, same thing. Establishment, the same. The date. If I'm taking the date from here, at 21, let's say here is 1902. This one is 2102, 23. So this must be instant 1, 2, 3. Yeah? So instant 1, this must be matching with the work effectively logbook. That day 19. So instant number 1 here. That instant 1 and the date. What the date? 19. Yeah? So when you have that understanding, now we move on to the service style and period. Exactly the same. Breakfast a la carte or breakfast buffet, that is service style and breakfast period. Food preparation process. What kind of process that you are doing it? So when you are scrolling down, we know that we have food process is here. That a la carte and fresh cooking, bowl cooking, And they have fresh cook for extend life, cook for freeze. Those is about process. But in here, what you process? If you cook in a massive amount, so that is bulk cooking. That cook for buffet. Because you circle buffet and you cook a lot at once. You not use the pan fry to making scrambled egg for the whole buffet people. Yeah? Make sense? Now you understand about food production process now. It's like bulk cooking is messy. But if you are saying that we are not using like a hotel, it's just a cafe. So that is fresh cook, a la carte service. So that is fresh cook. Because you cook when you got order. So you don't need to get the messy equipment. Yeah? Alright, number of kitchen staff, how many people? If you say in a logbook or work effectively 5, here is 5. Number cover, if you say that in the logbook work effectively 50, here 50. Yeah? Now, this is the fun part. Start hour, finish hour, exactly the same, no problem. This food production requirement you have identified for this survey period. What is food production that you require to make? A la carte, fresh cook, or cook for function, or cook for buffet. So that messy cook or fresh cook. That one thing, okay? Now, you learning this one already. GIGO. Have you understand about GIGO? That garbage in, garbage out. So that is part of, you need to expand that. We have ingredient that it doesn't look good. It cannot be stay long. So we need to cook for extend life, shelf life, another 5 days. If we not cook them, it might be gone by tomorrow. So we need to cook them. So that part of wasted minimized. Because on the logbook of work effectively is asking you about minimize waste, you can refer to this one. Because you check stock right here. End of service period, provision for waste minimization. So that you know that when you're checking stock, you see that expire date. You refer to this one. We found some ingredient that need to be cooked because it's gonna expire soon. And then you go back here, so you can answer here that this one can be referred to that ingredient that it doesn't look good. So we need to cook to extend life. Because when you order, you not order only 1 dozen of egg. You order a lot of egg. And egg is just sitting how long it take in the fridge, 7 days, right? Best before or expire date, but egg it must be only best before. When you see that tomorrow it's gonna be not best before now, I need to cook that one. You can cook by what? About egg. If you not cook the scrambled egg, how are you gonna do? You can't make the egg mixture for scrambled egg. If it's best before, it's gonna be tomorrow. So boil them, steaming them, boil them, so that it can be used for salad. So now you provision that you provide how to minimize the waste. So that I'm gonna cook this egg because it's gonna be expired tomorrow or best before it's gonna be end by tomorrow. So that is part of this production requirement. One thing. What is it? Cook to extend life. Yeah. Another thing, that food production requirement for this survey period is what? Food production requirement. First cook. Because you are served as a la carte, you're not served with a hotel buffet. If you are doing in a hotel and a buffet service, so this is going to be food production requirement is bulk cooking. Because it's messy cook. Understand?
Yeah.
Alright, 5-minute break. We got a lot of detail now, isn't it? You start get confused now.
Bird, starting bird.
Yeah. You don't worry, you can come back anytime, yeah. But the best thing is every 2 weeks meet up with the student service, group up, and then we can do it again. So that way is keep the detail Today I short note whatever it is, but you're not gonna remember all of them. You're not gonna understand all of them. Come back next time. Circling this highlight that I don't clear in detail, and then you ask me again, okay? But this one is food production that it must be come from here. Isn't it? Because you are telling us that you have cover is only 50 people the whole day. Are you gonna cook like bulk cooking? No. Because 50 people not gonna eat only scrambled egg. Isn't it? Does that make sense? If you say that I'm using bulk cooking for 50 people to cover, and I'm asking you, and what do you serve that 50 people?
Scrambled egg.
Only scrambled. Well, you have here.
With
What
rice.
for, right? You make some for what? For throwing away? You're making a pastry for what? Throw it away? No. Because some people might eat different food. So that it makes sense to me that when I read that, okay, massive cover, 100 up. So now I can say that, okay, you might have something about production process in bulk cooking, not a la carte service, not fresh cooking anymore. It's cooking, any part of cooking that is your production process. How are you gonna get the production? My production is about massive or scrambled egg, so the process is bulk cooking. Make sense?
Hmm.
Yeah? Right. I need to go downstairs for 1 minute.